Okay, so it's quite a while since we've done a veneer unboxing video, but we just got a really nice stock of veneer just come in yesterday, and I thought we should do another video again. So I've got Gerry up here today. He's our main setup guy, along with Shane, and so he's going to help me just roll these out and see what we've got in here. So in this box we have some Spalted European beech, flat cut Laurel Preto, Paura Ferro, Camphor burl, redwood burl, Harbor Rica, Padauk, and some more Paura Ferro. So some really nice pieces in here. So if you don't know what we do, you know, we build carbon fiber guitars, and as a way to really enhance the look of carbon fiber and make every guitar really unique, we've kind of mastered the art of using really exotic wood veneers on the top. So what that allows us to do is use veneers that you may not normally use on a guitar, on a soundboard, and put them on the top of a guitar, because really we're using them for aesthetics rather than for any structural purpose. So you get all the strength of the carbon and then the beauty of the real wood. Right, Gerry, so if we just go, fold that back. This way. Got it. So, so I source these veneers, and not sure what's in that. And it's choices are generally made just of photographs, and we never really know what we've got until we actually open the boxes. It always amazes me just how they actually wrap these things and wrap all this stuff up. Oh, all right. Let's see. I think see if we go right around, Gerry. All right. There we are. And that's a nice unboxing. Right. Here we are. It's the first time you've done that, Gerry.
Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
So, one of the veneers that people have been asking a lot for is Padauk, candy stripe Padauk. And I really like the candy stripe Padauk that has the lines in it, that has, you know, all the contrast between the light and the dark and the reds. But there's been a lot of people as well that like just red. So I've got some pieces here that will just do the reds. So the guys that have been asking for all red Padauk, this will be the stuff for them. So Gerry, if you hand me up the X20 template there. That's X20, yeah. So so that gets you, that area there will get you a full all red Padauk guitar. And the really beautiful thing about Padauk is the vibrancy of the color. You know, it's got these really amazing reds in it. But like I can see a really cool one down here, like with the V's. That's going to be a very interesting guitar. I like these knots up here. I think that's going to be exceptional. Always like whenever we can frame around the neck, so like the V like that. So that just gives us a lot of different options. So there'll be a number of pieces there. So they're all cut in consecutive, so they'll be slightly different, but pretty much the same right the way down through. Then this one I think is quite nice. If we look at how we'd book match that, let me see. We'd probably go something like that, and then it gives you that nice, nice hardwood. It's actually, this is really nice stuff because it's. I think there's more. Yeah. There's kind of more grain pattern in this than on some of the other stuff. Yeah, a little bit more patterns.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it really stands out. And like up on here, even with this, with all these little V's kind of going on. So a lot of different things. And then this one here is very different again, because it's got, let's have a look at this. So I don't think we've seen one with these kind of shades before, have we, Jerry?
No, we haven't seen this before. Definitely not. This is completely new.
So, like what shade would you call that, Jerry? I think it's almost green tones, hasn't it?
Yep.
Like some amazing shades going on there, and that
That's
just
fantastic.
really abstract. And you can imagine that when you get the clear coat on it, just how it's going to change.
Even that.
That's exceptional. So I'm going off the edge there. Yeah, so we're about there. So that's going to give us some really good variations. So I think there's maybe even more Padauk as we go down through, but so that's a lot of pieces. Right, so next one up is European Spalted beech. So Jerry, we have to be very careful of this one because it's pretty fragile. I think if you bring that side to me, we'll look at the book match this way. So we did a select series. When did we do a select series for Spalted beech?
Oh.
Was it about
October.
Yeah. So we had some nice beech, and if we're using the select series, then it's nice. It has to be nice, and it went down really well. But we wanted to get some more. So the supplier had this really amazing piece, and definitely it's as nice in photographs as it is or in reality as it is in the photographs. So the great thing about Spalted beech is just the abstract patterns that it has. It's just these little veins of black colour running right the way through it, but it's all these other colours. It's almost blues going on here. There's a very light coloured yellows, and it's reds, it's pinks, it's browns, it's black. There's everything in there, so there really is a lot, but it's all in very subtle shades. But whenever we book match this is when we can really start to have a lot of fun with it. You can see some of the book matches just straight off this initial cut. This has got like this really cool face kind of going on here. Let's dump it there. So it's always going to be a challenge trying to find where to place it, just that you get something like that in it, because obviously the bridge covers some of these pieces. But you can see how you can get these beautiful colours, lovely little sort of check marks. I'm not sure what the actual term is for those little dots that you have in the wood, but you see all that little markings coming through it, nice subtle colours. And as we kind of take it right up, it's like a kaleidoscope. You get all different patterns. Let's get on up into this one up at this end. I like this. So here we have this really cool grey piece. Yeah, that's very interesting, isn't it? And then, we can book match this in a lot of different ways. So we can maybe take that book match to a different place altogether. Let me see, Jerry, how do we take it to the other side? So if you want to take that one over there, I'll slide this one back here. So I'm going to go the other side. So there's a really amazing area down here. Just got so much going on.
Too much detail.
It's like a map, isn't it? Very interesting. It's going to be a challenge though, because there's a lot of little cracks. We've got some cracks going on here that we'll have to deal with. There's got some little holes. And sometimes what we do with these holes is we fill them in. Sometimes what we do even leave them exposed, and you actually see the carbon fibre shining through the back, which is kind of interesting. So you make it part of the overall, and with something like this, it's got so much detail going on that you can get away with filling a hole. But there is definitely quite a few holes in this, and what they probably are is woodworm. that was eaten right through it. So some really nice lines up there. So you can definitely see what we can do with that, and you know, we'll take and catalog that over the next few weeks. Like, so we could probably, if we book match here, we'll get more of that kind of pinky tones going on. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be cutting this all down. So, so if you're interested in Spalted beech, if you check with the guys, they'll be able to send you a bank of images, just showing you the different options of what we've chosen. So it's going to take us a week or two to do that, but we'll certainly get there. So that's our Spalted beech. So next one up is flat cut Laurel Preto and Paura Ferro. So this is like a darker Paura Ferro than we normally use, which is really nice. So if we look at the Laurel Preto first, so if you just flip it back towards you, Gerry. Yep. So that's really nice. Let's try and get the book match aligned. Yep. So Laurel Preto is something we've used a number of times in the past, and what I really like about it is it comes in wide sheets and it's very flat, so it's easy to work with. It's very consistent, and the black lines just really work well with black carbon on back and sides. So it's got the darker browns, and then the lines here are totally black, solid black. Whenever it's finished, the black comes even more intense. So it's got a really nice contrast in it. It's a darker kind of look than some of the veneers that we use. Wide enough that it'll do all of our guitars. So if you hand me the X31 up there, Gerry. So even on the big jumbo, works perfectly. It'll even work on our harp guitars or the ballad bass. So it's got a nice little area here with a light heartwood in the center. And as we go on down there, let's see, so you can see just all the different options. So some nice knots in it, adds a little bit extra character, and the straight lines. I like the fact that it's more straight lines. You know, I think it works really well. So there's going to be some interesting pieces here. You know, where it's got some of these, you know, in the big grain, and then there's bits that are just straight lines. So depending on what your preferences are, definitely some options there. Next one is this Paura Ferro. Wow, that's beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Oh wow, that's got some really interesting marks. It's really cool here. It's like a knot on a knot almost. Can't even quite describe it. That probably in the camera looks like it's not flat, but it is totally flat. It's got this really weird three-dimensional thing going on there. So if we look at that with some templates, so again, big enough for the X30. I think it's got those beautiful dark chocolate browns, going from lighter colors right up to black. So just a lot of different colors here, very rich color. I think whenever it's finished, you know, it's
very elegant.
Yeah, it really is. It's going to really pop. You know, nice bits with some nice knots in it. I think that's the standout piece there to me. These are just really unusual. I haven't really seen anything quite like that. And this is the cool thing about it. You know, every time you open a new piece of veneer, you see a detail that you've never seen before. And every piece is different, you know, so it's going to be a lot of different options in that. So it's going to give a really different look. So it's, you know, Co.Donegal has been one of our most popular veneers. And I think what people love about the Co.Donegal is the really rich look. You know, it's got these amazing browns and different colors in it that just make it look, you know, really expensive almost. You know, it's like a fine piece of furniture or something, Gerry.
No, absolutely. It's just.
And this has kind of got that going on it, but just not with the light coloured wood. So, I think that's going to be something special there. So that is dark Paura Ferro. I think that's probably how we'll categorise it whenever it's listed. So, so keep an eye for that one when we put it online. So next on the roll is Camphor burl and redwood burl. So Camphor burl, I haven't had any of this actually in a long time, and this stuff is exceptional. I think the colours in this, I can't even describe all the colours we've got going on. Pinks, purples, browns, light sandy colours here. That's got it all. So this stuff is quite interesting in how we can go about it. I think we could book match it, which would be kind of cool, or we can do it in one piece. So where's our X20 template? I think you have it there in your hand. So it's got this really interesting pattern that's kind of fanning out here. And what would you describe that as, Gerry?
Nebula. It's like something you see in space.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's all kind of radiating from this one point, and then it just goes woof both ways.
It's really interesting.
So
Beautiful. Exceptional.
And I mean, you could book match that different ways. You could book match that on the other side, but we've only got 4 sheets of that, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be the way to book match that one. Just have to make the most of that, or you could go down that direction as well. But then we're losing these pieces up here. I think we could as well do it just as a one piece, which is really kind of cool. You know, having it radiating out from this side is really interesting, how it's coming right, transition across the guitar, lighter section down here. So up towards this armrest, you've got that bigger colour. And yeah, so that's going to give a lot of different options. And I think if we go down, there's 4 sheets exactly the same as that. And then we have this piece. What do you reckon, Gerry? How would you how would you place that one?
How would I place that one? A little bit like that. Yeah. There's a one piece, you know, this is really interesting in this section, you know, and it's sort of contrast with everything that's happening here. I would love a one piece, because I think it would just be spectacular. I really do.
It's really got a lot of depth to it as well. Like, it really looks three-dimensional, but it is just totally flat there. So it'd be quite nice, actually. I like how it's
There's a little bit of flame here.
Yeah, it has.
You know, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Everyone likes flame. There's a little bit here too.
It's quite nice as well, actually, that it's kind of going lighter up towards where the arm bevel is.
Yeah, it's a feature.
So it suits the asymmetrical design of our guitars. And again, you could book match that piece as well. Let me just see what way we go. Maybe that way?
Yep, we'll look at that. Right. That would be incredible. You see the way it goes here?
Yeah.
Like that.
That's nice. So, just to let you see as well, so what we sometimes do is we'll take a mirror. So we get it like at the center point of the template, and we take a mirror and we can kind of find different areas. So, you know, we're just book matching there at the main side point, but you know, really we can cut a book match in pretty much anywhere into that. You know, so you can see how we're getting this interesting pattern down there. So that's the fun thing about working with the veneers, is You know, there's just so many different options. And I mean, to the extent where it can drive us crazy sometimes trying to choose, but
Option anxiety.
absolutely. So, and that's why we pre-choose these. So, you know, we'll go through these, we'll decide the best ways to cut them, the most interesting ways, and then we create a bank of images that we send to our sales team that can pass them on to you. Another really nice one. So it's kind of like a bigger pattern going on this one. Lighter color. It's got interesting quilts going on. It's almost like a quilting that frames the little burls.
Really quite beautiful.
It is, isn't it? It's really nice how this is actually coming up, framing up around the neck. Nice section up here. See, let's go the other way. There's a lot going on in that.
It's almost like a face.
Yeah, I think how I would have a bit of wastage, but I think I would almost go over there. See if we book match at this section, we create like a V of these lines coming up. So yeah, it's going to be some nice stuff there. Another one here's a little bit different. It's kind of got more grey going on in the centre. It's going to have a lot of variation with that. Wow.
It's Batman.
Isn't it? It's like a big bat wing. We need a... Yeah, see,
That's really interesting.
Isn't it? That's cool.
You know, here.
Yeah. It's only whenever you set the templates on that you really get a feel for just how interesting it is. That just has all the right
And
shapes.
there's a face here.
Yeah. I love it. That's just the transitions from the greys in the centre to the browns up here and then the browns at the bottom. That's
really nice. I like that.
actually that's, yeah. And even if we do it over here, where it's coming right around the edge and the grey in the centre, that's going to be really interesting too. So that's a surprise. Actually, I wasn't.
That's incredible. I like that.
I wasn't expecting that to actually look as amazing as it did in the photographs. So, wow.
That's really beautiful.
This is definitely a set of veneer that's exceeding my expectations. You know, because we've got so much beautiful stuff in here. You know, the stuff I've been collecting over the last nearly 10 years now, collecting some of these veneers, and you know, you keep getting more interesting stuff, and it's always hard to compete with what you've already got. You know, you kind of think you've seen it all, but we still find people that can supply us with some really interesting stuff. So this redwood burl, I was actually just cutting some redwood burl the other day. There's two quite different types. So this one's a very, very tight burl. Really tight here. And it's got this almost like veins coming down, running down that top section.
Section here as well, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's got the nice lighter part.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think it'd book match that. I think I would just use it
As one piece?
as it is, in one piece. That's really nice. The veins just growing up out at the bottom of the guitar. I think that really flows and works. Definitely interesting. And then this one has a lot going on. So, like this is, like if I look at it, it's like, you ever look down, you know, look at a satellite image of a river coming out into the ocean? You know, it's like that. The floodplains kind of coming out into an ocean or something. But there's so much we can do with this. Like, you look at that, you just cannot really believe that that's just a flat piece. You know, it looks like it's all holes in it. So that piece is going to be fantastic. So I think this, like this, I think is exceptional. But also book matching, it's going to be really quite interesting. Let's slide that over and have a look with a mirror. because it's got so much markings on it, you know, as you move that along, and you see just to get all these different characteristics, you know, it really is like a kaleidoscope there. So look at that.
Yeah, it's incredible. That is really nice. I like
Wow, we're getting into something interesting there. So yeah, that's going to give us a lot of opportunity. So that's the beauty of burl. Some of the nicest burl that we have. We've already got some really nice redwood burl in stock, and now adding that and that camphor burl as well. So some more incredible options for you. Right, so next one we have is Paura Ferro. So we were starting to run low on our Paura Ferro. We had some really amazing stuff. And the last Paura Ferro we had these crazy, crazy psychedelic patterns in it.
swirls and stuff.
I mean, amazing swirls and markings and colours on it. So unfortunately, there's no more of that left, although we still have some of that in stock. But this one is similar in tones in a lot of ways, but it's kind of got some kind of the feeling of the Co.Donegal going on it. It's got the light heartwoods. You know, we've got these reds, we've got blacks. So the blacks, we didn't have the black tones in the other ones. So I think it's like a warmer version of Co.Donegal, isn't it?
Yeah. It's different. It's different.
Definitely a bit different. So you're gonna flip that one just straight over to me, Gerry. We'll go that way first.
Go that way.
So this is going to make some great guitars because it's flawless in its quality. It's really flat. So some veneers are more challenging to cut into a veneer, and some of them cut really nice and stay flat. So this one's really nice and flat, so it's easier to work with. It's wide enough to fit all of our guitars. I mean, let's look at it with a baller. So the baller is our big acoustic bass, our biggest guitar we do. So you can see how it'll lend itself to a big instrument. If we go down here to the heartwood, that's just going to be beautiful with all the light colors. And so whenever we have black lines, I find just having those little black lines ties it into the black fade we put at the edge and can tie it into black carbon on the back and sides. So I think you could use the black carbon back and sides with this. If it's all the lighter colors, we tend to go with the amber. I would be really on the fence with this. I think like a dark amber, you could almost, could you go red?
You probably could, yeah.
You could almost put a red on it too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be colors that's going to allow different colors in back and sides. And we're going to start maybe offering some new options on what you can do with the back and sides as well. So you'll find out about that quite soon. Yeah, so I always love having things that sort of match the shape of the guitar. So here, you know, you just have these lines. This line just matches this curve here, framing the center of the neck. That's how I would cut that piece.
Beautiful.
I like this piece is framing down here. So really, really nice colors. Let's quickly look at it the other way around. So let me see, what was the piece that we flipped over? So it was that one, wasn't it? What way are we going here, Gerry? Yeah, leave that one like that, and hold on, what way are we going? This way.
Yeah.
That's it. So that gives us the opposite book match. Now, so here we're onto some interesting bits. Like,
looks like a knot, but
this has kind of got what that other Paura Ferro had going on in the center. I mean, it looks like I put my finger into it thinking it was a hole. It's not, it's totally solid. And it's got the opposite on this side. Really nice blacks. Let's look at that with the X30 template. That one. So let's go around this way. Yeah. So that's got a lot going on. Dark going out to the really nice warm colours. Got the light hardwood here. These two eyes. I think that's exceptional.
No, that's exceptional. That's really.
Yeah, I line up the book match on it. I think the lines cut slightly different, so I'd work that just to get it in the right place. That's really nice. All coming up into the joining V's.
That.
Yeah, that's lovely.
I like that.
Yeah. You prefer it fanning down that way?
Yeah, I do.
Because I think I like it coming up that way. Everybody's got a different.
Do both.
And I think that's the great thing about it. Like, out of this one piece of veneer, I mean, we can probably create 30 different types of guitars. We won't get 30 guitars, but we could cut it 30 different ways.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the interesting part. It's always a challenge to cut it, because when you cut it, it's cut. But that's gonna be some really beautiful wood there. Every piece in this set has something special in it. So that's our Paura Ferro. I can't wait to see the Harbor Rica that's underneath. It's been peeking out. So let's move this out of the way. So this stuff is crazy. This is Harbor Rica. So as we were opening out the roll, I could see it peeking out underneath, and I could see the crazy iridescence of this black edge. Wow, this is just stunning. Photos definitely did not do this justice whenever they were describing it to me. So what caught my eye with it is we've been using a lot of Royal Ebony, and I really like the dark and light contrast of the Royal Ebony. So this is kind of some of that going on. In fact, Gerry, pass me out a piece of Royal Ebony there. Do we just have a look at it? Yeah, so that. So if you look at the Royal Ebony, you can kind of see, you know, the amazing patterns that have been catching people's attention. And it's the black and it's the light. So this is this going on, but it's not just black. You know, this is black, it's totally black, and here it's totally black, but it's kind of like blues almost.
It is blue.
And it's really iridescent. It's like it almost looks metallic or something. You know, so I just wanted to let you see this to see the difference in the shades. And the light bits on the Royal Ebony are kind of yellowy color, whereas this is almost totally white. So like really this is wow stuff. It's got so much going on with the iridescence and the colors and the patterns. So different than any of the other stuff that we have in stock. You know, and that's what I really like, is to have different colors, different patterns. You know, because everybody's got something else that'll catch their eye. You know, you see all the different ways that we can cut this with the different lines. There's a great section up here that's got some really dark blacks. And then there's this bit up the top. It's got all the stripes going on. You know, it's almost a candy stripe Padauk, but in black and white. So that's really amazing. And then there's this section. Look at that. So, like, how could you choose how to cut this stuff. Right there is amazing. Down here, look at that. All the marbling going on, different colours up in this section. Up here, all those greys. You know, so there's everything going on that. I think this is amazing. This is definitely, I think we'll save some of this for Select Series. We're going to be doing something really special with our Select Series this year. And we're going to be looking for really interesting veneers to use with it. So that fits that bill. Let's have a look here. Again, something similar. Great lines going down. So that's it. That's this box. Really, I think we've got some amazing options in this. You know, whenever we take these and catalog them and cut them in different ways, they'll all be online, and you'll be able to get a look at all the different ways that we can offer these guitars to you. So great contrast in colors. You know, we have the really light ones like the beech. We have the burls. We have those reds in the Padauk. Beautiful browns and the blacks. So every color tonal palette that you could ever look for. Big shout out to Mike, who sent me this t-shirt. He actually sent a number of t-shirts for some of the guys in the office. And so he's a New York Fire Department. Yeah, really special to get these. Thank you very much. Always like to get little gifts. It's not a hint, but it is a hint. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you've watched this right the way through, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed unboxing these veneers. And I have another box coming within the next couple of days, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you, and see you soon.